The Nikon One mount is a type of interchangeable lens mount developed by Nikon for its Nikon CX format mirrorless interchangeable lens cameras. The One mount was first introduced on the Nikon One series in 2011, and features a bayonet mount. Compatibility to Nikon F mount. The F-mount adapter FT1 enables the use of all F-mount lenses, especially with integrated autofocus motor. The FT1 adapter mounts and meters with all AIP, AF, AFS, D and G lenses and compatibles, providing autofocus with all lenses with integrated autofocus motor. It further mounts pre-AI, AI, AIS and E lenses without metering, as well as lenses which jut out the F-mount, needing mirror lockup on cameras with mirror. Also not recommended. It is used with teleconverters for extreme telephotos. Lenses: zoom lenses, power zoom lenses, prime lenses, third-party lens, future lenses. At the Nikon One launch in October 2011, Nikon showcased 7 prototype lenses. As of October 2012, 5 of these prototypes have become official. For snapshots, normal prime lens, released as 18.5mm f1.8, pocket size, thin, normal zoom lens, released as 11 to 27.5mm f3.5 to 5.6. For travel, high-power zoom lens, released as 10 to 100mm f4 to 5.6. For landscapes, wide-angle zoom lens, released as 6.7 to 13mm f3.5 to 5.6 VR. For portraits, fast prime lens, released as 32mm f1.2. For sports, super telephoto zoom lens, released as 70 to 300mm f4.5 to 5.6 VR. For close-ups, micro lens. Separately, Nikon has filed patents for the following lenses. Some correspond to the aforementioned lenses demonstrated at the launch. Zoom lenses: 1 Nikon VR 9 to 25mm f2.8 to 5.0, 24 to 70mm equivalent. 1 Nikon 9 to 30mm f1.8 to 2.8, 24 to 81mm equivalent. 1 Nikon 9 to 135mm f3.5 to 5.6, 24 to 365mm equivalent. 1 Nikon 10 to 47mm f2.8 to 7, 27 to 127mm equivalent. 1 Nikon VR 10 to 145mm f4 to 5.6, 27 to 392mm equivalent. 1 Nikon 70 to 300mm f4.5 to 5.6 VR phase Fresnel. 189 to 810mm equivalent. Prime lenses: 1 Nikon 3mm f2.8 circular fisheye, 1 Nikon 14mm f2.8, 35mm equivalent pancake lens, 1 Nikon 37mm f2.4, 100mm equivalent. Macro lenses: 1 micro Nikon 37mm f2.4, 100mm equivalent. 1 micro Nikon 40mm f2.8, 105mm equivalent. 1 micro Nikon VR 40mm f3.5, 105mm equivalent. 1 micro Nikon VR 60mm f3.8, 162mm equivalent. Third-party lenses: Tamron f2 primes, 28mm, 35mm, 38mm, 40mm. See also full list of 1 Nikon lenses at Nikon USA. Nikon CX format, image sensor format, Nikon Advanced camera with interchangeable lens Nikon 1J1 V1 Nikon